Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to our September freezer meal workshop. I am Stacy Woodworth, coming to you from Sycamore, Illinois. And I want to just say, first of all, a huge thank you. Thank you to all of our customers, our consultants, and everyone who is checking this out. So we know there's a group that is here live with us making meals, and that's going to be really amazing. Can't wait to see that. Though we also know there are going to be people checking this out later. And what we're going to do is walk people through this. Like, if you've never done it before, what we want to do is be of service and helping you with that, so that this is something that, in addition to these meals, you can see the value in using your Epicure to maybe make other freezer meals. Okay, so we're going to operate on the assumption that you know and love all about Epicure. But I want to, again, just on behalf of your consultant, just say a huge thank you. Thank you for entrusting us to help you to make meals. Thank you again for allowing us, if you are one of our hosts this workshop and you've shared this with your friends, thank you so much. We love what we do in sharing good food. And so no matter what that looks like, again, just a huge thank you. Now, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't tell you every single time that there are 3 ways to Epicure. And so I don't ever want to miss a chance to share that. So first, if you have ever thought, I need this, I need more of this, I want to be getting dinner done and earning a paycheck, we always want to invite you to look at what we are doing as consultants, getting started right now with an amazing startup kit packed with all kinds of food that you can make for fresh meals, freezer meals, all kinds of things, football parties. We want to share that with you, or if you know someone. It is absolutely the best value around here. Get your Epicure free or discounted, and share in our good food mission. And then, of course, if the business side isn't for you, earning an income while you're making dinner isn't for you, hosting. So of course, we love to do these freezer meal workshops. And as you can see, Mare is doing one in person. That's amazing. But we also do cooking classes, and there's so many different ways that we want to serve and share good food, but always we love to spoil our hosts. So if you love the idea of sharing good food with friends, having some fun, getting an Epicure shopping spree, then you definitely want to connect with your consultant and ask, how can you do an Epicure party, and get a plan for that. Super fun, super easy. And we love to do the work and help you get the rewards. And then, of course, shopping customers, we love to become your regular grocery store. Right now, there is fantastic, amazing summer sales. So when you've made these meals, everything that is in this workshop is actually on sale right now, including our amazing teas. So again, just a reminder to check back with your consultant. What do you need to restock on? And check out the amazing gift with purchase this month. So Carissa, did I miss anything in the way of that? I know you're always good about like, hello, you forgot something.
No, I think that's great. It's Nate. And if these meals look like something that you want to gift someone, or, you can buy that bundle, like Stacey said, with that 25% off. It's an amazing gift for somebody, maybe that's having a baby or surgery or things like that. So these meals are delicious. I prepped mine last week, so I'm super excited to start making them. Somebody said the Tuscan chicken. I'm really excited for that one too. So we're just really excited that you're here, that you're trying something new if you've never done freezer meals before. But how awesome to have these prepped, ready to go to literally thaw, cook, and eat. Like, it's just another amazing service that Epicure has to offer you. So we are really excited for those of you that, I know there's several that were commenting on Facebook that they didn't get time to prep. Don't worry. You can prep as you go. You can prep 2 or 3 for the week, prep all at once, but at least you have the tools and resources that you need to make mealtime simple this fall. So yay!
Yeah. Yeah, you always do a good job. See, I knew the balance of reminding, yes, food is always the #1 gift thing when it comes to the upcoming holidays. But even now, we all know people who are going through something, but what a great way that you could gift this. Even if it's a couple of meals, right? Get another bundle, make up meals, and you've got a few meals you can take to neighbors, few meals you take to friends. I know some churches do this as part of a ministry group. Anyways, lots of ways that we can share good food. So now let's give you a couple of freezer meal tips, and then we're going to walk through some meals, and then I'm going to end this recording. But always, these meals are your meals. So if you did not yet prep, or you think you've done something wrong, there's no way, you can't mess this up. These are your meals. And so that's the beauty always with Epicure, is you get to customize it. So if you've not yet prepped, like Carissa said, you can always choose to just prep a couple meals at a time, whether that's better for your freezer space, your mental space, or just your budget. That totally works. I also know some people are smaller families, and they might look at that and say, wow, I love Tuscan chicken, but I don't know if I want to be eating it for 3 days. So you can always split the meals and make 2 smaller bags. Also, did you know that once you cook it, it's okay to then refreeze? Again, I've learned a lot over my been doing freezer meals for about 9 or 10 years now in total, learned a lot of tricks. But once you cook it, you can refreeze it too. So if you've made all your meals big, you can then portion them off and have lunches or dinners ready for another time. A couple of tips as we're going along, and I'll say these again later, but once you make a meal, I recommend double bag. And here's the reason. There is inevitably one of those bags that I have had leak, and all it takes is one chicken spill in my fridge to really mess up my mojo, because my plan was to save time on meal prep, and now I'm cleaning out a refrigerator of chicken juice. So I prefer to double bag, and then if the bag hasn't leaked, I just reuse my outer bags. So I just put them away. Then when I make my next round of meals, I've got those. Also, lay them flat and watch when you're putting them into the freezer that they're not going down into a basket or getting caught in a shelf. Also learn from experience that once chicken gets pushed through one of those grates and frozen, you now need to thaw the meal with the basket. So I'm just sharing all kinds of my tips and tricks.
Yeah, so funny.
The other thing, oh gosh, I was going to share one other thing. I can't remember now. But as we're going along, we'll share others. I invite you guys again, when we turn off the recording, you'll be able to, let's have some conversation, share some of your freezer funnies or meal prep funnies, because we all have them. And if you don't, welcome, because you're about to have them. Okay,
and they fit so nice when you flatten them. They fit so nice, stacked really nice in your, so you know because how many times for me, like I don't take the air out, it's not flat, and it's just like this big ball in the freezer, and they take it out, you're like, what is this food? What did I make? I have no idea. So
mystery. Yes. And it also actually thaws a little better too. So, that's one thing. So we are making these meals. Think about this week. I used to be one of those people, I make my meals, I put them all in the freezer, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to cook now. Everything's in the freezer. So I actually made a crock pot meal for my family today. That's a saving tip for next time. But also think about your week. Are one of these meals, are they going to bypass the freezer and just go right into your fridge and you'll use them this week? You can totally do that as well. So they are good in the freezer. We get asked this question a lot too, like, how long are they good in their freezer? They are good in the freezer as long as, like the freezer recommendation. So I think it's typically like around 3 to 6 months for meat. So following just basic food safety protocols is what I would suggest. If you have a meal that's in your freezer that long, I would just also ask you why. So invite me over, I'm coming for dinner. So, okay, so let's do this thing. So the idea is you've got your protein and or veggies in a bag. Now I love to use a big bowl. I am a mess. So let me contain my mess somewhat. Let me have a bag holder. I also prefer to spin back my bag. Again, this is just what works for me. Do what works for you. Some people, I know Jamie might be on still, I can't see her now, but yes, she has the bag holders. You can totally do that. She is pro level. She loves the kitchen gadgets. She's serious. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. So that's another tip that you can do. So now what we're going to do is you should have in here. So we're going to do bag number 1 together. So for all of you who are new and you want instructions, let's go through a bag together and then we can have free for all. So you should have in here your protein, and then we're going to add to it your Epicure and some other seasonings. So 2 tablespoons of your Tuscan chicken burger. So if you forgot your tablespoon, a fun tip, you can use your lids. Did you know that your lid filled up is 2 tablespoons? Fun fact. I do that a lot when I'm camping if I forgot my measuring spoon. And again, these are your meals. So if you you have got more protein, less protein, you want more spice, less spice, adjust. Just know that this is one that you're going to use quite a bit of. So don't go overboard yet. So we've got burger seasoning. Then let's get in your vinegar. This is what's so great. It's going to make this beautiful marinade for this chicken. And that's one of the things that's really great is you're going to get the seasoning while you're freezing. So then it's sitting in these flavors while it's freezing and then when it's thawing. So I don't know if you guys can see. So balsamic vinegar going in and then any oil that you love. And again, for dietary reasons, if you want to skip the oil or cut back on the oil, again, they're your meals. There is nothing that's going to be wrong with that. And then same thing with honey. I know some people will do agave nectar or some alternative. Totally fine. You can, again, omit the honey if you're concerned about sugars. I didn't do this on purpose, although that's actually a fun little tip is, did you know, put your oil in first, because then when you do the honey will come out more easily. Now, the truth is oftentimes with honey, I just squeeze, but I can be a little over generous. So I'm measuring tonight. So now this is where the fun is. If you have kiddos, this is a fun time to have them in the kitchen with you, because now what you're going to do is mix this all together. Carissa said it before perfectly, like get the air out, but I don't do it yet. I still have a little bit of air in there because I want to be able to move my seasoning and stuff around. I think this probably sounds really loud through my speaker, so I won't do a ton. But I get it all mixed around, you guys. And this is where you can like work out some frustrations. If you have had a day, the burger recipe is really good for that in a little bit. But smush and mix all that around. This is a great opportunity. Just be careful that your bag is fully closed. Mix that all around. And then what you're going to want to do, I will get mine mixed around later, but then I just get all the extra air out of mine. However you want to do that, get all that extra air out. And then, like I said, I like to double bag. So I will put this inside of another bag and then I lay them out flat, just like Carissa was saying, so that then they're not going to take up as much space. I've got my name is going to be facing up, so I know just what's in the freezer. And then just that fast, you'll be able to set that meal aside. So if you are with the group there at Mayor's house, you can just put that meal back in your cooler. If you are at home by yourself, you can just put this meal in your fridge or drop it in your freezer if you're ready to go. And then you're going to grab out bag number 2. All right, Carissa, what have I missed so far? Are we doing all right?
Yeah. And if you missed out on the like the labels and things like that we shared, or what I did is I just wrote, I just saved myself a little bit of time and just wrote like bag 1 or number 1 and then the name. And then, because I know sometimes there's all these nice labels that you use that'll tell like what to do at time of cooking, which as long as you can read the number of the bag, you can go back to the recipes that we uploaded for day of instructions when it's time to cook, and you just compare the bag 1 with what that says. So don't worry if you don't have it all pretty and neat of what the description is on the bag. So I know sometimes, I just remember my first couple workshops, things would get smeared and you couldn't read or whatever, but just write it on there and you'll be good to go with the day of instructions when you put those off, when you know how to cook it, where to put it and all that too.
Yeah, that's a perfect reminder. Perfect reminder of that. You said something else in there that made me think. Oh, I wanted to talk about, while this is still recording, I wanted to share. So some people have asked, and I think it's important to put it in here too, like, well, what do I do if I don't have a grill? A lot of these instructions you'll see are written for grilling. But always what is so great is you can customize. So you will see that you could do these. I think Carissa had even answered, she has done these on an indoor grill. This is also a great time of year. If you've got an Epicure sheet pan, you could do this. Tuscan chicken would be great as a sheet pan. Bake them on your sheet pan and liner if you've got your Epicure liner, because once you put the cheese on and it's melty, you're going to have easy cleanup. But you can make these meals different ways. You could actually even do these in your steamer. So this is not a one-trick pony ever with Epicure. So find that cooking method that's going to be best for you and your family. You're just going to want to follow safe cooking temperatures. So again, if you don't know that information, it's nothing like a quick Google search to find it out. But for these chicken, for example, it's 165 degrees. And then you're just going to want to you're just going to want to make sure that your meat is up to temperature. And kind of loosely actually following the grilling instructions, because I know some people, when they say medium heat, they're cooking faster than, you know, somebody else. So follow more that the meat temperature is right. Are we good? All thumbs up?
Good. Yep.
Okay, this is so fun. I think we probably made just like 30 meals right there. High five, my friends. That's amazing. Okay, so for the recording, what I want to do is just end this for those people and invite the rest of you to stay on. But we want to just say thank you. We hope that you'll now go through the rest of your meals just like that, step by step. Again, just adding in your Epicure, adding in your other ingredients, and then mixing those up. At the end, what we would love is for you guys to go back and post pictures in this group. Also, you can post pictures in your consultants group. Share with people that you just made these meals. We want to know, are you loving them? What's your favorite? All of those things. And then watch, because there is going to be another freezer meal workshop that we are going to want to share with you next month. So we hope that you're going to love these and use these up, but we have something up our sleeve for next month as well. So Carissa, any parting words for the recording?
No, that's it. And then this also too is a good reminder to, you know, with these workshops and menus that we come up with, it's a good reminder though too, that it's so easy without even a workshop, just to take your meal solutions and a protein and veggie and dump it in a bag and throw it in your freezer. Like this should be, you know, something that just kind of comes natural too, like 2 or 3 meals for the week, tacos, sloppy joes, chili. And you will just kind of get in the habit of doing it and using up your Epicure as you go, not just for 10 meals of a workshop, not just for a special thing, but always, you know, and save yourself time, money, and more importantly, your sanity when it comes to making mealtime easy. So
I love that. Well said, well said.